हाय थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग वंस मोर। आज का दिन है अप्रैल 18। अभी टाइम है इंडिया में 8:36 a.m. International experts consultation on Mohalla bus scheme. With the introduction of Mohalla buses and the integration of different transport modes, we aim to make Delhi one of the top 10 cities in the world for public transport. Kailash Gehlot ने बोला है ये। Hate speeches. Supreme Court seeks Delhi Police's reply on Brinda Karat's plea for FIR against BJP's Anurag Thakur and Parvesh Mehra. The Aravallis are intrinsic to the well-being of around 64 million people in the NCR. They act as a natural barrier between the NCR and the Thar, preventing desertification. No trace yet of 651 forest checkpoints to be set up in Aravalli zone of Gurugram and Sohna in 2016. आई थिंक मुझे ज्यादा बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है। आतिक अहमद एंड उन लोगों के मर्डर के बारे में, लवलेश तिवारी, मोहित अलिया सनी एंड अरुण मौर्य, दीज आर द पीपल, यंगस्टर्स है, 22, 23, 18 ईयर्स एज के हैं। आई डोंट नीड टू टेल एनीथिंग, आई थिंक एवरीबॉडी नोज बेटर देन मी। Delhi Assembly special session live. Aam Aadmi Party Privileges Committee to probe letter leak case. Delhi Assembly Deputy Speaker Rakhi Birla sends LG's objection to the Privileges Committee. Gopal Acharya is reportedly arrested for his controversial remark against Gujarat Home Minister Harsh Sanghvi and State BJP leader C.R. Patil. The BJP is shocked by the spectacular performance of Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat that it has now arrested our Gujarat leader Gopal Acharya. Now BJP has only one aim: how to finish Aam Aadmi Party. These people will put everyone in jail one by one. केजरीवाल ने बोला है ये। सुप्रीम कोर्ट नोटिस टू दिल्ली लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर ओवर टीचर्स ट्रेनिंग इन फिनलैंड। टीचर्स ट्रेनिंग का फिनलैंड उन्होंने अप्रूव कर दिया था, बट उसके बाद he gave a condition saying that आगे से वो भेजेंगे नहीं, they will not approve. With that condition, he said he will approve this. So सुप्रीम कोर्ट में आम आदमी पार्टी ने डाला है। The probe agency says that 60 days to complete the investigation against him are not over yet. Manish Sisodia's judicial custody is extended by 2 weeks. The court also extended judicial custody in the CBI case till April 27. और ED ने, I think इन लोगों ने बोला है कि they are going to file a charge sheet against Manish Sisodia. Around 3,304 people were checked during the operation conducted at 170 bus stands and 132 railway stations in the state of Punjab. Police conduct special cordon of search operation at railway bus stations across the state. Gujarat में आजकल high profile land disputes are now handled by white collar officials. The settlements are done out of court by powerful cops. It has been alleged that some prime disputed properties recently were sorted out amicably. Power corrupts, absolute power, absolutely corrupt. Aam Aadmi Party to repeat Delhi mayor, deputy mayor for city elections. 4 years on, still we don't know. आप लोगों को याद होगा पुलवामा का अटैक हुआ था 14th February 2019 को। पुलवामा का अटैक took place between 3 p.m. to 3:15 p.m. दोपहर को. Media reports had said that Modi was seen leaving the Corbett Park on the same day between 6:45 p.m. and 7 p.m. As many as 40 CRPF troops were killed in the Pulwama. वो actually Man vs Wild show में टीवी सीरीज की होस्ट बेयर गेल्स के साथ प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जिम कॉर्बेट नेशनल पार्क में उस समय था। सो बेसिकली यहाँ पे सोल्जर्स मर गए, वो वहां पे पब्लिसिटी कर रहे थे। एज उसमें ऑफिशियल सेट जैश ए मोहम्मद टेररिस्ट आदिल अहमद दर टू डाइड इन द ब्लास्ट. Dar has been arrested several times by Jammu and Kashmir police and released each time. 4 years later, several questions still remain. Why was such a large contingent of CPRPF troops totaling 2,500 denied air support despite a request and inputs on the security threat? Given the huge size of the CRPF caravan, why was the entire route not sanitized? Bad weather was blamed for the accumulation of the vehicles, but was that a compelling enough reason to gather over 2,500 troops together and offer a high-risk target? How did explosives weighing 200 kg, including 35 kg RTX, make their way to the most protected highway in the country in the presence of the most intricate and invasive surveillance and place in Jammu and Kashmir? Yes, बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन. Rule 17. Under Rule 17 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Delhi, Honorable Delhi Assembly, Honorable Speaker has the power to call a sitting of the House at any time after the House has been adjourned sign time. CBI arrests Andhra Pradesh CM Jagan Mohan Reddy's uncle in a murder case. NGO Association for Democratic Reforms ADR has moved the Supreme Court against Arun Goyal's appointment as election commissioner, claiming it is arbitrary and violative of the institutional integrity and independence of the poll body. The NGO has sought the constitution of a neutral and independent committee for the appointment of members of the Election Commission. The plea alleged that the Union government and ECI have, through their actions of omissions and commission, participated in a careful orchestration selection procedure for their own benefits. The writ petition is being filed in public interest, challenging the appointment of Shri Arun Goyal as Election Commission wide notification date November 19, 2022 on the grounds that the appointment is arbitrary. Top court on March 2nd has ruled that the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner and ECs will be done by the President on the recommendation of the committee comprising the Prime Minister, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, and CJI to maintain the purity of the election. Top court noted that a vacancy in the post of Election Commission rose upon the appointment of Rajiv Kumar as the Chief Election Commission in effect from May 15th. 2022. The Apex Court has also said it was mystified as to how bureaucrat Arun Goyal applied for voluntary retirement on November 18th last year if he was not aware about the proposal to appointment as an election commissioner. More than 300 crores were spent on Lokpal in the 4 years. 78% of the complaints were rejected on the grounds that they were not in the correct format, that is English. More than 8,700 complaints, 6,775 were rejected. Institution completed in only Abhi tak Lokpal India mein has only completed only 3 cases in India, it seems. In the last 4 years, Lokpal has just completed only 3 cases. Correct English में they didn't write the Lokpal letter in correct English बोल के they have rejected 6,775 complaints. BJP tweaked rules to gift Dharvi to Adani went all to ensure Adani Group bagged the Dharvi redevelopment project. ये कैसे हुआ ये बता देता हूँ. 2018 में देवेंद्र फडणवीस लेड बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट ने धारवी रीडेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट शुरू किया था. उन्होंने ग्लोबल टेंडर्स फ्लोट किया. यूएई बेस्ड suckling technologies emerged as the highest bidder. Okay. March 2019 को DRP officials write to suckling calling for a meeting. March 2019 को Central Election Commission announces general elections in May 2019. मार्च में उन्होंने सक्लिंग कॉल किया. मई 2019 को चीफ इलेक्शन कमीशन ने इलेक्शंस डिक्लेयर किया था. इलेक्शंस डिक्लेयर किया तो उद्धव ठाकरे ने क्या किया? ही हैज कैंसिल्ड द टेंडर को कैंसिल कर दिया उस समय. द मोमेंट इलेक्शंस डिक्लेयर हुआ ही हैज कैंसिल्ड द टेंडर. फिर उसके बाद शिवसेना फैक्शन फॉर्म न्यू गवर्नमेंट विद बीजेपी. वी ऑल नो बीजेपी के साथ उद्धव ठाकरे ने फिर से गवर्नमेंट बनाया था. जब बना था तब देवेंद्र फडणवीस हैज एक्चुअली रिटर्न्ड एज अर्बन डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्टर. जब अर्बन डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्टर बना था उस समय उसने टेंडर फिर से शुरू किया था, पर टेंडर का टर्म्स उन्होंने चेंज कर दिया पूरी तरह से एंड कंडीशंस को ट्वीक करके मेनी टेंडर्स वर स्पेसिफिकली अपडेटेड टू मेक श्योर दैट अदानी विन्स. Adani Group has quoted 5,069 crores as the highest bidder. Current rates in Dharvi are around 10,000 per square feet. Dharvi spends across 2.39 spread is across 2.39 square kilometers. A project to be estimated at 70 million square feet. 50% of this can be sold in the open market. So basically, Adani is going to sell off that whole market in open market में वो बेचने की कोशिश कर रहा है. Even as the details of the BJP government planning to hand over several precious public sector units across the country to the Adani Group, with parties including the Bharat Rashtra Samiti citing instances like the Bailadilla and the Visakhapatnam steel plant in सभी के बारे में आ रहा है. तो ये बीच में ये धारवी प्रोजेक्ट का भी पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन बाहर आ रहा है. So the Chief Central Election Commission announced, though the model code of conduct does not apply to projects decided or launched earlier, for reasons better unknown to the officials, the DRP tender award was put into a cold storage. फिर उसके बाद फिर से टेंडर बना के अदानी को स्पेसिफिकली ये प्रोजेक्ट दे दिए गए. Food, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs Minister Lal Singh Kattaruk said that payments of more than 3,014 crores have been released to nearly 1,550 1,05,574 farmers, and Punjab government is ensuring that payments are made to farmers within 24 hours of confirmation of purchase. Exhibiting zero tolerance policy against those involved in heinous crimes of drug smuggling, Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann terminated the services of PPS officer Ranjit Singh after his involvement has surfaced in this grave crime against humanity. CM categorically said that those who have ruined the youth of Punjab through drugs won't be spared, adding that he has asked Vigilance Bureau to probe the wealth amassed by Ranjit by drug money so that it can also be confiscated. Punjab government has appointed Rampal Mittal as Director of Animal Husbandry, who was earlier posted as Joint Secretary in the same department. Social Security, Child and Welfare Development Minister Dr. Baljit Kaur distributed grants to all NGO workers for working for the betterment of the society under PM6 scheme, and said that now the department would keep a check on works carried out by these NGOs with the help of these grants. Education Minister Harjot Bens launched another innovative course for English teachers, in which two American trainers will be working with 40 English language trainers, teachers, on an intensive 2-week program teaching English to adolescents from April 17th to April 29th. Local government minister Indrabir Nijjar announced 10 lakh rupees from his discretionary fund to Baby Kaulan Welfare Center and handed over a check of 5 lakh on spot as the first installment to Bhai Gurbal Singh. Special DGP Law and Order Arpit Shukla said Punjab police with 550 patrol parties involving 5,500 police personnel along with CAPF teams conducted a special cordon and search operation at 170 bus stands and 132 railway stations across the state. Food and Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs Minister Lalchand Kataru said full MSP amount at rupees 2,112 per quintal, totaling 1,140 crore, stands released into bank accounts of 36,000 farmers and 13 lakh metric tons of wheat has been procured by the government procurement agencies. Karnataka Assembly Elections 2023 bound by national status. AAP aims for good show. Extrajudicial killings in Uttar Pradesh, a concern extrajudicial killings in Uttar Pradesh, a concerning trend of judgment without trial. Concerning trend of judgment without trial is happening in Uttar Pradesh. Basically, Uttar Pradesh में अभी recently April 13, 2023 को two individuals involved, including the son of a gangster and former MP Atiq Ahmed, were killed by Uttar Pradesh police during an encounter in Jhansi. February 23rd, 2023, Umesh Pal, a lawyer, was shot dead in front of his house while Asad Ahmed was accused along with 6 other individuals of being a shooter in 2005 murder case of BSP lawmaker Raju Pal, in which Atiq Ahmed was a key suspect. So basically, abuse of judicial system. Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, has not shown much concern over police encounters in the state. Instead, he portrayed the police actions as a commitment to uphold his pledge to protect voters during the 2022 UP Assembly election. His aim was to make Uttar Pradesh a peaceful state and secure the safety of ordinary people from criminals and land speculators. डेटा के हिसाब से अगर देखें, as per the news reports, approximately 8,472 police shootings have taken place since March 2017, resulting in 146 deaths, bullet wounds to 3,302 individuals. A report titled "Extinguishing Law and Life: Police Killings and Cover-up in the State of Uttar Pradesh," produced by 3 civil society organizations, Youth for Human Rights Documentation, Citizens Against Hate and People's Watch, investigated 17 cases of alleged extrajudicial killings in the state. The incidents took place between March 2017 and March 18th, resulting in 18 deaths. The report found that there were significant irregularities in each of these investigations and due process was violated in each case. Okay. During Yogi Adityanath's 6-year tenure as Chief Minister, Uttar Pradesh reported that they have killed 183 accused criminals in encounters, including the ex-MP Atiq Ahmed. According to the report by National Human Rights Commission, they received around 93 complaints of fake encounters. NHRC notes that there were only 4 complaints of fake encounters in 2016 2017, which increased to 44 in 2017-2018. We have advanced our target to achieve 20% ethanol blending with petrol from 2030 to 2025-2026, Petroleum Minister ने बोला है. Aurangabad bench of Bombay High Court has ruled that daughter-in-law need not pay maintenance to the parents of her deceased husband. The Indian road logistics industry is expected to clock a high single-digit growth this fiscal on an elevated base of the previous year, ICRA said on Monday. Tripura Chief Minister Manik Shah on Monday announced that all government schools in the state will remain shut from April 18 to 23rd due to prevailing heat conditions. Licenses of several drug corporations have been cancelled for lapses. Centre and state drug regulatory authorities have cancelled and suspended the licenses of several manufacturing units and revoked the product permissions of a few others, citing quality issues. Government officials in the state have said that. IT department sends notices over donations to the charities. Income tax department has sent notices to 8,000 taxpayers who have made large donations to charitable trusts, suspecting them to be attempts at tax evasion. Data analytics suggested these taxpayers are making donations disproportionate to the income and expenditure. WTO panel rules against India in IT tariff dispute. um, a dispute with EU, Japan, and Taiwan. India violated global trading rules in a dispute with the European Union, Japan, and Taiwan over import duties on IT products, and World Trade Organization panel said on Monday. We recommend that India bring such measures into conformity with its obligations. Indian Railways posted 25% growth in revenues for financial 23. Revenues to 2.40 lakh crore for the financial 2022-2023. This jump in revenues is nearly rupees 49,000 crores, more than the previous year, according to a statement from the Ministry of Railways. During the financial year 2022-2023, freight revenue to leapfrogged to rupees 1.62 lakh crore, which showed nearly 15% growth over the previous year. WPI inflation eases to 29-month low of 1.34% in March, but still ये करने के बाद भी basic metals, textiles, minerals, rubber, plastic, crude, natural gas and paper ये cheap हो गए, but बाकी के food items still they are very very much expensive. India gets more space as Sri Lanka amends aviation law. Sri Lanka may allow the participation of private companies in ground handling at the airports at initial stage, said people familiar with the matter. Next charge sheet to be filed against Sisodia, Arun Pillai and Amandeep Dhal, ED to Delhi court. The ED and CBI have alleged that irregularities were committed while modifying the excise policy. Undue favors were extended to license holders. The license fee was waived or reduced and the L1 license was extended without the competent authorities' approval. The beneficiaries diverted illegal gains to the accused officials and made false entries in their books of account to evade detection. Next, APC, Andhra Pradesh sees 65% growth in road construction in the last 8 years. Sorry, Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh sees 65% growth in construction of highways in 8 years. Between 2015, 2016 to 2022, 2023, from 30,692 kilometers in 2015-16, road construction covered up to 50,555 kilometers in 2022-2023, of which 2,506 kilometers on border roads as per the data given. Killing of 4 Jawans in Batanda is a fratricide. Basically, 4 soldiers of the Batanda military base were killed by a colleague after he stole an assault rifle. They were sexually assaulting him. So, iska revenge lete hue, there was a killing, actually, it seems. Delhi police, Punjab police and army have given a joint statement on this. Charge sheet, Vande Bharat. Vande Bharat, he is yet to pick up speed, actually. Built to hit 180 kilometers per hour, Vande Bharat express trains running at 83 kilometers per hour average speed. RTA reply में ये आया है. India's fastest train Vande Bharat has been running at an average speed of around 83 kilometers per hour in the last 2 years, despite being capable of hitting maximum of 180 kilometers owing to poor track conditions. A reply filed by Madhya Pradesh-based Chandrasekhar Gaur said that the average speed of the high-speed train was 84.48 kilometers per hour, while the same was 81.38 in 2022-2023. वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस के बहुत धूमधाम से हम लोग उसको शुरू कर रहे हैं, बट इन एक्चुअलिटी उनका स्पीड इज नॉट एक्चुअली अप टू द मार्क. फिर इसके बाद एआईजी Center allows CAP storage of wheat. Abhi, center has said that AIG storage of the wheat has been approved. AIG Rajjeet sacked over drug mafia links. CM Man orders by Vigilance Bureau probe into his assets days after SIT report made public. Uh, a tardy lifting of wheat grain from mandis led to a glut. The Union Minister for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution has now allowed Punjab to store wheat in covered and plit. Initially, before the procurement season started, the ministry had banned the wheat storage in CAP. Instead, the ministry had decided that wheat procured be lifted from mandis, loaded in special trains and transported to respective states. फिर इसके बाद SI behind seizure of 6.8 kg heroin, 75 kg opium, 50 pistols has been promoted in Punjab. 7,000 EWS seats will still vacant in Delhi private schools. Delhi government ने बोला है ये. Delhi logs 1,017 new COVID cases in 24 hours. Positivity rate at 32.25%. Issues in same-sex marriage will coming before the Supreme Court today. Okay with minority status for Hindus in Jammu and Kashmir. NCB member earlier in the day held discussions with UT Chief Secretary Dr. Arun Kumar Mehta on the implementation of centrally funded welfare schemes for minorities in Jammu and Kashmir. A National Commission for Minorities has no problem if the central government wants to grant minority status to Hindus, including Kashmiri Pandits in Jammu and Kashmir. Its member Syed Shahzadi said on Monday. PM Modi lays emphasis on ease of justice at Platinum Jubilee at Guwahati High Court. Ease of justice है. हंसी आ रही है. Councillors not getting development funds to construct roads in Guwahati, it seems. Guwahati Harijan Colony falls prey to latest development initiative. India to make up 7% of the iPhones assembled in the world, according to the CEO of Apple. Retail industry sees decline in January-March quarter, shows signs of fatigue in quarter 4 financial year 23 after strong run. Former Haryana Minister Kiran Chaudhary expresses dismay at the inadequate arrangements for the procurement of wheat and other rabi crops by the Haryana and Union government. PSPCL state spokesperson has also appealed to the farmers to cut one marla of wheat across around a transformer beforehand. As wheat harvesting is in full swing in southwest Punjab, Mansa is leading among the 7 districts of the region with more than 1.57 lakh tons of grain arriving in mandis. Out on bail, rape accused sets ablaze house of the teenage girl in Uttar Pradesh. उत्तर प्रदेश में ये जंगल राज में ये सब कुछ चल रहा है, अच्छी तरह से काम चल रहा है वहां पे. Basically, the teenage girl was raped last year by a group of men who were later arrested and sent to jail. उसके बाद these people were given bail. उनको bail देने के बाद these teenage people have actually attacked the father of the rape survivor. ये rape होने के बाद the teenage girl has actually given birth to became pregnant and she has delivered a baby girl early in January. Latest attack comes just a few days after the father of the rape survivor were allegedly attacked with the axe by the accused, who was out on bail. The accused were reportedly coercing the teenage girl to retract her complaint. Sharing further details, Santosh Singh circle officer said the family has given a complaint based on which an FIR will be lodged. Police, however, could not explain as to why it did not act against the accused, who had already attacked the father of the rape supplier. पुलिस को कुछ पता नहीं है, it seems. ये क्यों हो रहा है ऐसा? They are perplexed. In Karnataka, it is believed that the party that won Ron Assembly constituency in Bombay, Karnataka region in the northern parts of the state rules the state. Delhi High Court judge recuses from hearing 2020 rights accused plea or alleged media leak. वो खुद लीक कर रहा होगा. Anup Jairam Bambhani of Delhi High Court has recused himself from hearing a petition filed by Northeast Delhi raids accused Asif Iqbal Tanha against the alleged leak of his disclosure statement in a case pertaining to a larger conspiracy behind the communal violence that took place here in 2020, saying a court's act should never have deleterious impact on the justice system's credibility. Justice Bambani has earlier expressed his reservations on hearing the matter of the new NBDTA, with whom he had a past association, filed an intervention application in the case. वो खुद लीक कर रहा होगा मेरे ख्याल से। मैंने पहले बोला था काउंसलर्स इन गुवाहाटी आर नॉट गेटिंग डेवलपमेंट फंड्स टू कंस्ट्रक्ट रोड्स इन गुवाहाटी, ऑलरेडी मैंने न्यूज बता दिया था। बेसिकली ये चल रहा है कि the only Aam Aadmi Party councillor Masuma Begum talking to G Plus said the councillors did not receive 3 lakhs for minor development like repairing roads and so on, but it is very less. We asked for funds every day from mayor and the GMC commissioner, but we did not get any other funds. Roads cannot be constructed unless we get funds. Bharatiya Janata Party led Assam government politicians had promised to build roads in each of the 60 wards of the Guwahati Municipal Corporation in the next 2 years and had announced that an amount of rupees 600 crores had been earmarked for the purpose. The politicians in April 2022 participated in several election campaign meetings organized by the BJP for party candidates which were contesting in GMC elections and gave assurance regarding the construction of the roads. The politicians claimed that out of the total corpus, 10 crores will be disbursed for construction works under the supervision of each ward councillor of the GMC. It is almost 1 year since the GMC councillors were elected, but the irony remains that 1 year has gone to waste as till now the councillors did not receive any funds. Around 1 year around 1 year were a total waste for all councillors in Guwahati, said a BJP councillor in Guwahati on condition of anonymity, adding that the mission flood free cannot be success till the drainage system and roads of all the lanes and the bylanes are constructed. Deputy Mayor Sumita Roy, backing the government, said that many councillors will be unaware that the councillors will very soon get the funds. She is actively working so that 157 tenders of 157 lanes were tendered, which were cancelled previously. She also said that January 17 tenders for 103 roads were tendered. Another BJP councillor said on a condition of anonymity that these tenders are for roads funded by the center, not the state government, which were promised. As many as 160 tenders floated by the Guwahati Municipal Corporation in February 22 were cancelled after an investigation found that there were procedural lapses in the tendering process. This tender was worth 31 crores, so the re-tendering of these roads were being done now. State government funds are yet to be provided for the road construction. फिर इसके बाद हरिजन कॉलोनी फॉल्स प्रे फॉर टू लेटेस्ट डेवलपमेंट इनिशिएटिव, मैंने ऑलरेडी इसका इंफॉर्मेशन बता दिया था। फिर इसके रिसेंटली हेमंत बिश्व शर्मा लेड द फाउंडेशन ऑफ 7 इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चरल प्रोजेक्ट्स इन गुवाहाटी which is worth 1776 crores. One of them is Assam Police Reserve project, which has been implemented by the PWD department, and the tenders have been given to the Larsen & Toubro. This project is covering a total of 11.9 acres, where the built-up area will be 1,07,298 square meters. ये area is coming under the Harijan colony, it seems. Without any approval, they have actually given that. हरिजन कॉलोनी के लोग are sitting in front of the people of Safai Karmi Union have gone on a mass hunger strike to oppose the eviction drive performed by the government. हरिजन कॉलोनी फिर इसके बाद migrants can't be denied ration cards if NFSA debt not duly maintained. Supreme Court ने बोला ये. Supreme Court Monday said that the central and state government may not deny ration cards to migrant workers solely on the ground that the population ratio under the National Food Security Act has not been properly maintained. Observing that every citizen should benefit from welfare schemes, a bench comprising Justices M.R. Shah and Ahsanuddin Amanullah said in a welfare state, it is the duty of the government to reach out to the public. LG's objection to calling the assembly a session insult to House, Deputy Speaker Rakhi Birla ने बोला है. Center trains guns. CM Arvind Kejriwal trains guns at the center, says targeted for providing welfare schemes. Session passes resolution attacking BJP and Modi. Built to hit 180 kilometers. Vande Bharat Express trains are running at 83 kilometers on an average. RTA के स्पीड में बोल रहा है. जो भी वंदे भारत हाई स्पीड बोल रहे हैं वो चल नहीं रहा. RTA की रिप्लाई में ये पता चला है. So recently RBI ने एक कंज्यूमर कॉन्फिडेंस सर्वे चलाया है मार्च 2023 में इन 19 मेजर सिटीज में. द लेटेस्ट राउंड ऑफ सर्वे वाज कंडक्टेड ड्यूरिंग मार्च 2nd से 11th तक 2023, कवरिंग 6075 रेस्पोंडेंट्स. फीमेल रेस्पोंडेंट्स अकाउंटेड टू 52.3% ऑफ इट्स सैंपल। इसकी रेस्पॉन्स में कंज्यूमर कॉन्फिडेंस में डेटा में ये पता चल रहा है कि करंट परसेप्शन कंपेयर्ड विथ 1 year ए में इकोनॉमिक सिचुएशन हैज एक्चुअली डिक्लाइंड 20.4% इट सीम्स। एम्प्लॉयमेंट 15.7% डिक्लाइन किया इंडिया में। प्राइस लेवल 92.9% गिरा है इंडिया में। इनकम 5.9% गिरा है। दैट मीन्स व्हेन आई से गिरा है, प्राइस लेवल 92.9% बढ़ गया लास्ट ईयर से कंपेयर करें तो। इनकम 5.9% गिर गया है लास्ट ईयर से कंपेयर किया तो। स्पेंडिंग बढ़ गया है पीपल का, 69.6% स्पेंडिंग बढ़ गया है इट सीम्स। दिस इज ऑल करंट प्रोजेक्ट परसेप्शन है, ये परसेप्शन है। कंज्यूमर कॉन्फिडेंस इंडेक्स के हिसाब से इन लोगों का 87% गिर गया है कंज्यूमर कॉन्फिडेंस में। नाउ 1 year ahead expectations बोल पूछा है आरबीआई ने। 1 year ahead expectations पूछा तो इकोनॉमिक सिचुएशन में दे आर सेइंग दैट 15% गिरने वाला है। अभी 20% गिरा है। दे आर थिंकिंग दैट 15% तक, सो दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट देयर विल बी एन इंप्रूवमेंट। एम्प्लॉयमेंट सिचुएशन, बट एम्प्लॉयमेंट सिचुएशन में कुछ अच्छी बात नहीं है। 15% एम्प्लॉयमेंट गिर गया है पिछला 1 year से। एक्सपेक्टेशन फॉर द पीपल इज 22% गिरेगा एम्प्लॉयमेंट इंडिया में। प्राइस लेवल मैंने ऑलरेडी बोला था 82% बढ़ गया है इंडिया में। वो दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट ये थोड़ा सा कम होगा, 77.5% ही एम्प्लॉय प्राइस लेवल बढ़ेगा। इनकम 5.59% गिर गया है इंडिया में। दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट, दिस इज ए पॉजिटिव थिंग, दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट इंडिया में 46.7% इनकम बढ़ेगा लोगों का। दैट दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग। स्पेंडिंग 69.6% बढ़ गया है करंट परसेप्शन when we compare it with last year. They are expecting for the current year से लेके next year तक 70.8% का स्पेंडिंग बढ़ेगा इट सीम्स। ओवरऑल कंज्यूमर कॉन्फिडेंस इंडेक्स के हिसाब से अगर देखा जाए तो 72% है कंज्यूमर कॉन्फिडेंस इंडेक्स ऑफ द पीपल इट सीम्स। दैट इज एक्चुअली लेसर देन लास्ट ईयर। फिर इसके बाद एसेंशियल आइटम्स के बारे में देखते हैं। एसेंशियल आइटम्स में मार्च 2022 में कितना करंट परसेप्शन के हिसाब से अगर देखा जाए 76.6% बढ़ गया है एसेंशियल आइटम्स का, गुड्स का स्पेंडिंग। मई 2022 में 81.7, जुलाई 2022 में 82, सितंबर 2022 में 85.2, नवंबर 2022 में 84.7, जनवरी 2023 में 84.1, मार्च 2023 में 85.5। हर साल एसेंशियल आइटम्स का रेट बढ़ता ही जा रहा है, ये आरबीआई का डेटा है। फिर उसके बाद 1 year अहेड अगर देखा जाए, 1 year अहेड एक्सपेक्टेशन अगर देखा जाए तो मार्च 2022 में 78.6 है, अभी मार्च 2023 में 1 year में 81.7 तक वो बढ़ गया है। These are some of the news which as of now I have. हाय धनबीर, कुछ बोलना है क्या?